Friends, welcome to you. To all of you. Welcome to anyone who doesn't think they're worthy of a welcome. You, my friend, you deserve a welcome more than anyone. As Jesus said in Synesthesians, chapter 4, the dirty chapter. All of you who feel unwelcomed, let them be welcomed. Those who feel their sneezes go unacknowledged, let them be blessed. Anyone who feels like, I don't deserve crutches, I should just crawl around on my useless legs. Guess what? Look under your chair. Crutches! Which you didn't need, because your chair has wheels on it. And that's what I call the O. Henry Bible. O. Henry, I like to make fun of him, because he's a bit of a one-trick pony. But if he truly was a pony man, that would be pretty cool. If he was like a centaur, but instead of half man, half horse, half man, half pony. And so like the horse half, that's as big as it gets. It's like when people buy those little miniature Dobermans they think are going to grow up to be fierce dogs. And it's like, what? How is he still a puppy 10 years later? You dum-dum. Always get a rescue. Spay and neuter everything. Anything you come across, spay it, neuter it. Get it done. Get it out the door. Listen, if you have a rescue dog, make sure they don't have weird quirks. We had one, me and my roommates. Well, one of my roommates decided we had a dog now. She rescued this Doberman Pinscher, which we learned the hard way did not like the baby talk that people do to dogs. You know, your absolute natural instinct of how you talk to a dog? His dog didn't like that. We had a friend over, started talking to the dog that way, and we said, oh, don't do that. That dog does not like that kind of thing. Our friend, understandably, found this difficult to believe. Proceeded to talk more. Baby talk to the dog, who bit her on the face. Oh, I wish you could have seen the reactions that I just saw in this room, and maybe you did it yourself. If you're in your car, hands at 10 and 2. I know you want to cover your mouth because you gasped. But be careful. Safety first, guys. Especially when you're dealing with a dog who doesn't like baby talk. Look at you, look at you. Ow! That was the end of that. We had that friend destroyed. Rules are rules. That dog was the protector of our home. Also, that dog's responsibilities included leaving piles of shit and puddles of piss everywhere you wanted to walk. Because my friend who took on this dog responsibility had a job that kept her gone the entire day. What a weird choice. What a weird choice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest to have a free-form chat with me inspired by a question from our previous episode's guest. The chat can go anywhere, hither, yon, near, far. Grover, you're going to like this show. Shout out to Sesame Street. And of course, happy retirement to Maria, who has retired from Sesame Street after working on the show for approximately 100 years. She taught us about the extended aging process that we're experiencing in the United States today. What am I talking about? Who cares? The show. Oh, what is it? That's right. Then I invite some improviser pals onto the show, and we will improvise a narrative that is one continuous story told over the course of 2 segments. And it's all just made up. It's just for fun. And it's scored all on piano by our old friend, Mr. Eban Schletter. That's him. That's piano talk. Oh, don't talk baby talk to his piano. It'll get ominous. You heard it. Evan, what was the thing you were doing where you were playing the notes way up high and it was making me anxious? Do you remember? Yeah, I don't like that at all. It's weird what a reaction it provokes in me, but it's very, I know what that dog felt. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our special guest. This gentleman, you will know from the state, from Reno 911, from being an acclaimed and, dare I say, very successful screenwriter. Please, I do dare. Please welcome to Spontanea Nation, Ben Garant.
Yeah.
Ben, am I saying your last name correctly?
You're saying it exactly correctly.
Okay.
That's exactly how you say it.
Because I feel like I hear people say it different ways.
You hear Garant a lot. You hear Garant a lot.
Right.
You're saying it exactly.
Garant.
Exactly right. Garant. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Exactly. Tennessee. East Tennessee. Very,
It
very
feels
small.
southern.
It is like old mountain French people chasing coons with coon dogs kind of name. Yeah.
Why did they hate him so much?
Oh, you got to wear something on your head. You got to.
It was just for hat
It
purposes.
was just for hat purposes. Just for hat purposes.
Understood.
Yeah.
How come we don't see more possum hats?
I feel like they would smell. I feel like it's probably harder to get the smell out of a possum hat, maybe. I'm just spitballing. I don't know.
Do possums also have the little hands like raccoons?
They have weird little raccoon hands, but they're hairless, and they look like little rat
Even
hands.
worse.
It's bad.
At
Yeah.
least the raccoons look like they're wearing gloves.
At least they look proper, and they got the masks on, so they have some sort of intrigue when you see them.
That's right.
Yeah.
If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Ben, here's my question for you from our previous episode's guest. How do you want people to remember you after you die?
Wow. Jeez Louise.
We've had all kinds of questions on the show. That is a heavy one to answer.
And
And you can, let me say
my-
this, you can answer it however you want.
my gut is I don't really care unless I knew them personally. And if
Right.
I knew them personally, I hope they think nice things. I hope I was good to them. Not very funny of an answer. But
No, it doesn't have to be funny.
And then beyond the people I know, I don't really care, really, I guess, is my proper what I think.
Absolutely. I mean, because that's a very, was there a time in your life where you, where that was an important thing to you? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say like I used to think when I was a kid about fame and wanting to be a rock star or something.
Right.
And the very, very first thing that I did that got reviewed was The State. And people hated it. People were vicious. And we were kids. We were like 22 years old, and we were doing press, one of those morning zoo junkets where you sit around microphones, all 11 of us around microphones, which is crazy.
That's too many people.
It's too many people. Doing like phone interviews with the Power Pig in Tampa, and we were all 24 kids, and so people were reading us live on the air in all these little markets, the horrible reviews that we got in like the Post, and USA Today gave us like -2.5 stars.
Negative?
Yes.
I didn't know you could do that.
People were mad. Like people were so, and it's the first time, and we were out of college, and we were this, in our little tiny circle, this worshipped comedy group, and everybody,
Absolutely.
we thought we were geniuses. We had a show at 22, and then we realized, oh, no, that's not what the world is like. The world hates you as soon as they can. And so like looking back, things that I do I'm really proud of, critics hate. And things that I do that I hate, critics hate. And so I don't really, I don't really care, So I think that kind of got all of us through like this glut of, who cares? Like people, if they are going to find it if they like it, and people are going to hate everything you do, and those are the outspoken people. So yeah, when I die, I think I'll probably be quickly forgotten, except by the people who I knew personally, and I hope they think nice things.
Does the idea of leaving, are you a married man?
Yes.
Do you have children?
I have one who's about to turn 3.
There we go.
Yes.
So that I think shrinks the idea of the world substantially.
Everything
where
is
it's like,
about-
this is clearly the most important person.
Yeah, it does. It really switches your gears in a way I don't
Yeah.
think you can understand until you have a kid. It
Yeah.
really is just it's all about Abby now, that's great. I think before I had a kid, you hear that and you think, oh, that's terrible. That's awful that you're just giving up on yourself. And it's not.
Did you feel that way before you were a dad?
I didn't want a kid. I mean, I'm 45 and I put off having a kid for a long time because I didn't want one. I didn't think I was ready. I didn't think I wanted to give up that much of my life, which I didn't. And so I like had adventures and stuff in my 30s. And then I realized about 35, I realized what am I doing? Like, I think I need to pass this on. I think I want to be able to give all of myself to something. I think I'm ready. And I also realized all my other friends had kids and I realized none of them are ready. Like, you're never ready. Yeah. And I got to kind of see that. But yeah, it changes everything, and it's great. That's the other thing I don't think I could have comprehended is it's great giving it to all somebody else.
Right. Yeah. Do you remember the adventure that you were having when you realized I've had enough of this?
At some point in my mid-30s, I was in, that bar that's in every town that's just like a room with a concrete floor and really bad music and everybody's drinking beer and it kind of smells bad. Yeah. That in your 20s just like, yeah. And at some point in my around early 30s, I looked around and said, I don't need to be in these places ever again. Yeah. I'd never need to be in this bar in this town that I'll never be in again. And this isn't that great. This is an awful room. And I realized at that point, maybe I need to pull into port and see what that's like for a while. But yeah, I think, and it just kind of hit me, and the conversations all get very similar in your 30s when you're just meeting people in bars. You realize, oh, this is the conversation I've been having with a stranger for 20 years. Right. Maybe I should see if there's anything more interesting to be had in a permanent settlement someplace. Right. And it was great, yeah. But I let it run out. I really got to kind of have all the adventures I sort of wanted to have, and I'm glad. Never get to go to Africa, but that's the only thing.
It could still happen, right?
It could still happen. I'll be old, like you do.
Absolutely. Yeah. And probably go and shoot a lion.
I'll shoot a lion.
Absolutely.
Mount that son of a bitch. Make him into a bar.
The whole lion.
The whole lion. The tail at one end and the head at the other. Yeah. And you set your beer on a lion.
Yeah, make sure its back is nice and straight. Yeah. Do you, so you have a little girl.
Little girl.
And is the idea, do you hope for her that she has her share of those kinds of adventures? Because it's tough.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
No. I want her to learn a trade. I want her to not be in showbiz at all. Right. I want her to have a skill that people need. I want her to have fun, but I'm very gently pushing her towards, hey, look, here's a doctor kit. And I don't even want her to be rich and successful. I just want her to have a trade that's valuable.
A reliable thing.
A reliable thing that she knows that she can fall back on. I have nothing.
Were you on a path like that ever?
No, never. I was the youngest of three. I had two older brothers who were much older than me, who were genuine trouble, who were genuine, like acid dealing, car stealing, bad kids. And so my parents were so involved with them that I was ignored. And it was great. And I also got to learn from their mistakes. I got to see, don't do that. I got to see, don't get in a big fight in school because then you have to change schools and it's a pain in the ass. I got to learn all of that. And so I was not, when I said, I want to do theater, my parents were like, all right. They didn't care. I never.
Does that involve murder?
I never. Yeah, exactly. I never remember any resistance at all at any point during my in musical theater days.
When you started doing that stuff, were they supportive? Would they come out to shows?
Yeah, they did. They did come to shows. I was in dinner theater stuff, and they did. They would come and they were. And my dad's a big macho Southern guy, and he saw me in a show where I was in drag, and he said,
"What show was that?"
Greater Tuna, where you play all the women, you play all the Southern women, and he thought it was hilarious. He thought it was great. They were very, very 100% supportive.
I have never done dinner theater. And what is it? Like, are you actually watching people eat?
Yes, you're watching people eat. There's a buffet. It's buffet style usually, and the smell is the interesting thing because
that never even occurred to me.
You're on stage, and we did like Dracula, and Dracula's supposed to be really scary, but you're smelling like pot roast, and people, and dinner theater. It's also, at least in East Tennessee, it's a bargain, because it's like $20, and you get all you can eat, and so people come for that as much as for Dracula, and so you are doing Dracula and trying to be
food.
Scary.
Stay for Dracula.
Yeah, stay for Dracula, and people are eating the way they eat at home watching TV, which is they don't stop because they're shoveling in pot roast and
are people getting up and going back to the buffet?
Oh, completely, yeah. Which comedy was better, but when you're trying to do something scary or dramatic, it was rough.
Oh,
it was
because there's so many. That's such a distraction. I did a show in Houston once, a stand-up show, and it was right after the smoking ban was in effect in most places, and it was that weird period where it was before it was just like. No, there's no smoking sections anymore. And so they had a smoking section in the back of this very small club.
Oh, so people had to go to the back to smoke during
dude.
That's awful.
Yes, he was like getting up and going back and having a cigarette and then coming back to watch some of the show. And it was back and forth so many times. It was driving me crazy.
Really, really good training, right?
Well, it does become a test of like, how long can I watch this happen without losing my goddamn mind?
Yeah.
And the answer was, I think, 3 cigarettes. That's as far as I got.
But you were able to engage him, though, right?
Oh,
like you were able to. Like, were you at that stage?
That's a nice way of putting it.
Tear into him a little bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because
that's great.
Also, I was an ex-smoker, and so at that time, or was I still smoking? I can't remember. But I remember having the feeling of like, in an hour, you need to smoke that many cigarettes?
That's a lot.
That's fucked up.
That's a lot.
And I think that's what made me the most angry.
That's a lot. That's a lot of times to get up and push past people to have a cigarette.
Yeah. If you can make it on a flight from like Houston to Austin.
Yeah, you can make it for a 45-minute set.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah. When is the last time that you've done theater?
Theater. Well, we still do sketch. We did Sketch Fest a while ago.
Yeah.
But like theater, I haven't done theater, I think since probably college. You sort of had to. I went to NYU for acting, and so you had to be in, like, I was in the cherry orchard, and that may have been the time I said, that's it. Like, that's no more of this. That may have been the time I just said, this is not for me. I am not good at this. I do not enjoy it. I do not think anyone on the stage is very good, and I should not do this with my life. I think I went to acting school, and it taught me within 2 years, I don't like acting. I'm not good at it. I don't like these people that are trying to do it. I don't think any of them will ever be someone who I will ever hear of again. And I was right about that, 100%. I was just like, this is terrible. And it was a very expensive lesson, but it cut off the whole waste of 100 years of my life where I could have been trying to be an actor, which it just never occurred to me after NYU. Just, no, this is not for me.
And so that led you into comedy, which does feel like a separate thing. It's not. You're talking about like dramatic theater acting.
Dramatic theater acting, and honestly, I don't think I've ever done anything where I was using someone else's words ever. I don't think.
Wow.
Like since college, I don't think. I've never auditioned for anything. I've never, and it's not because I think I'm better than that. No. I think it's because I'm worse than that. I think, like, I tried. Like in acting, I think a lot of people may experience this. When I was 17 and got into acting school, I thought I was fucking great. Like I thought I was the greatest actor, and I was, and after 2 years, I realized, no, I'm terrible. I don't agree with any of these things these people are saying. I don't understand them. I think they're wrong. And so I stopped. So I don't think I've done that since. And I just found by total weird coincidence the state. And I mean, I meet people who have, one partner who they love in creatively, one fellow stand-up who you bond with and that lasts your life, and they feel so lucky to have this one fellow stand-up partner. And the fact that 11 of us found each other is just like a miracle. It's crazy. And it was a commune, and we all did everything. We performed and we wrote, and sketch acting didn't feel like acting at all to me. It felt like a different thing totally. And over the years of that, I realized that I liked writing more than performing. And by the end of that, I'd really kind of made that decision to like acting is not for me. Sketch acting I enjoy, but I didn't think I was as good at it as Michael Black and Reno and those guys. But writing I dug and just sort of plowed ahead.
Was that a gradual transition, or was that was it more of a revelation?
It was a revelation backed by incredible luck that steered me in that direction. Like a lot of weird serendipitous. Like we went from the State to Viva Variety, which was me and Tom and Carrie and Mike.
Yeah.
And for the pilot, there were 5 main characters, and I was one of the main characters. I was like Hitler. I was trying to close the show down. So I looked like kind of R.D. Johnson from Laugh-In, but I had like Hitler hair and like a Hitler mustache, and I was always trying to shut down the show. I would come in, and the pilot, I was that. I would come in and, what are you up to your show in here? And people would boo me in the audience when I came on stage. And the pilot, people loved the pilot. It was really, really weird. Yeah. And Comedy Central sat down and were like, we're going to go forward. We don't think you should have the Hitler character at all. And at the time I thought, you're totally right. I thought, you're a good call. Comedy Central, this show is too strange with the Hitler character. And so I became, like, not through my choice, really through Comedy Central's decision, behind the scenes guy, and I loved it. I just became like the guy with headphones and writing, and it just worked, and I never kind of went back. It's interesting. It's a lot of luck.
Can I ask, whom did you play in Dracula?
Renfield.
Oh,
makes sense.
That's the role.
And again, I feel like I was a good Renfield, but I think if I saw those tapes now, I'd be pretty embarrassed.
You pretended to eat bugs and stuff?
I ate bugs and rats and crawled around, and I feel like I might have had like Robert Smith hair.
Oh, I hope so.
Like black, crazy, bouffant Robert Smith hair, I feel like, maybe. But yeah, I was Renfield.
Do you remember any of your lines?
I don't. I remember that the guy who played Dracula directed the show and adapted it. And our first performance was 4.5 hours. And
that's a long dinner.
That's a long Dracula. And so the guy who played Jonathan Harker stepped in and edited it down for night 2 to 2 hours. And it was a bad scene on Dracula because this guy's genius 4-hour Dracula had been savaged by Jonathan Harker after opening night. And it was a high drama.
I'm trying to bring true gothic horror to this place.
That's exactly what he talked like. That's what he, and I remember, and I remember doing press interviews, and he was, and I think I remember his name, but I won't say it, but he was the director, the guy, and they were asking about how he got into the character of Dracula, and I remember he was for the local news, and he told the guy, well, I just think that I'm going to move like one of them Ray Harryhausen monsters. And then he did it for a little while. He showed you that was how he was going to move. And at the time we all thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good. That's a great. That works. That's really spooky. That's going to scare these guys straight out of their brisket dinners. I was East Tennessee.
Oh my God, Ben Garant, thank you so much. Where can people find you online if they wish to find you?
I have no presence whatsoever. I have no Twitter handle. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on anything. I get a lot of stuff done. I get writing done. I don't tweet it. I save up all those sentences and make screenplays.
Sure.
Like big long things. Yeah, I don't have any. I have nothing. I have no presence.
Is there anything you would like to tell the people about that you have coming up? This is we're in November right now. It's just after Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm producing a show with Kulop.
Kulop Vilaysack?
Yeah, that's going to be on CISO. Earwolf's Own. It's going to be on CISO, and it'll be in November. It will be coming up very soon.
Very exciting.
Called Tentatively $1 Brokers, but we're still kind of, the name might change. But it's Reno 911 set in a high stakes, like Beverly Hills real estate office.
Fun trivia if the name does change. Remember you heard the original name here. The wrong name here first. Ben, thank you so much. We're going to take a break. During the break, I will get from you a location for our improv. And when we return, we will meet our improv pals. All of this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. I'm moving all herky-jerky.
Hey, Spontaneanation listeners, why don't you get rid of your old, dingy, worn-out socks? Hey there, it's me, Sam Elliott for Bombas Socks. Bombas are athletic leisure socks re-engineered to look better, feel better, and perform better. And they are the most comfortable socks you'll ever wear. Well, that sounds good to me, because after multiple decades of wearing cowboy boots, I'm about ready to cut my feet off and throw them in the Rio Grande River. I don't know why I ever decided cowboy was the way to go. Cowboy boots are about as comfortable as sticking your feet in a bag of glass. That's hyperbole. I mean, they don't cut your feet up, but they chafe something awful. And I don't know, somebody told me I should wear thin socks in there, real thin. That was a mistake. I think, I don't know, I think that was just a dumb thing for people to say. It's like when people say, hey, put hot water in the ice cube tray, it'll freeze faster. What? That's like a thing that's so counterintuitive. It sounds like it's true, but turns out no. Cold water will freeze faster. It's cold. Look, don't write in and tell me I don't know science. I'm a cowboy guy. Listen, Bombas socks are made with long, staple Pima cotton, which is super soft premium cotton that has natural moisture wicking properties, and it's durable. So go straight to bombas.com/PFT and enter code PFT get 25 for 25% off 4 or more pairs for first-time customers. And that's a great deal. These are good socks. This isn't like the cheap kind of socks I've been buying all my life to wear with cowboy boots, because I figured, well, what does a sock matter if the boot itself is such a tyrant of the toes? I probably could have been treating myself to better socks all these years. And listen, Bombas has a 100% happiness guarantee. If you don't think they're the most comfortable socks you've ever worn, they will refund your entire purchase. Well, you know who doesn't make that claim? Walgreens brand socks. Don't buy your socks at the drugstore, everybody. It's a little tip from Sam Elliott. Now, how does Bombas keep you happy? Well, for one, they got seamless. Oh, happy with the socks, by the way. Not like the Bombas does not guarantee your happiness as a human being going through this thing called life. This is just a little thing. It's going to help out a little bit. How do they keep you happy with their socks? Well, for one, they got seamless toes. Finally. But there are so many seams in the toes of the socks that I buy at the drugstore. I felt like saying to the cashier, hey, if I buy all these seams, do you throw in the socks for free? But I had a feeling the cashier wouldn't get it. Anyway, why pick on that person? They don't make the socks. They're just checking people out. Anyway, Bombas, they got seamless toes. They got rid of those bumpy seams that are on the toes of most socks, and their ankle sock also features a blister tab to protect your heels. Now you're talking my language, Bombas, and keep your socks in place for ultimate comfort. Now, to keeping the socks in place, how many times have I peeled off my cowboy boots at the end of a long day's filming, found my socks, not only did they slip down off my calf, but they've slipped down off my heel, and then eventually they're just in the toe of the boot. Why did I even bother putting socks on? And these socks are not only great to walk in, but also for running, golf, speed walking, whatever activity strikes your fancy. I noticed that playing a cowboy guy in a film is not on that list, but I'm going to assume that I can do the same thing. And now you can get Bombas in solids too, black, navy, gray, and white. Now you can wear your most comfortable socks for any occasion, including going to a drugstore and saying, I'm not buying socks here anymore. And if you don't think that's an occasion, walk a mile in my cowboy boots with my drugstore socks that I think I've mentioned were not ideal. So go to bombas.com/PFT, enter code PFT get 25 to get yourself 4 or more pairs for 25% off. Again, that's bombas.com/PFT and enter code PFT get 25. And I'll see you on the fake range.
Now that's what I call a great ad. Volume 7. Welcome back to Spontaneanation. If you went somewhere and then turn this back on, where did you go? You are intriguing. It is time to meet our improviser pals. Ladies and gentlemen, seated right next to me. She's got an adorable smile on her face. This is my dear friend from the Thrilling Adventure Hour podcast and live stage show.
And live show.
Both of which are over. It's sad. But we're together now.
Yay! Forever.
That's right. She has hobbled me. And I'm doing this from a bed with useless legs.
Hey.
It is Annie Savage.
Hi, everyone.
Annie, welcome back to the show.
Silent applause in the room.
Isn't that nice?
I know.
You get treated good here.
Hey, Earwolf's real good to me.
I didn't mean Earwolf. I meant this show specifically.
Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins.
Earwolf, man, I'll chew you up and spit you out. That's not true. Is it? I guess I'll find out. Annie, how have you been since the last time I've seen you?
Pretty good.
All right.
No, I was thinking of his, all of Ben's stories were really similar to like my childhood growing up.
Because you had siblings who were
no, I shouldn't have
scofflaws?
said that.
That's all I'm thinking about now.
I'm the youngest of four, and it was the same kind of like. And we were talking beforehand, the other improvisers in here and I, about parenting and stuff, and how like it's just being that youngest child is you just really get to kind of slip by. So it's interesting that he went the other way.
Do you know what's where you're not allowed to slip by is if you're the second youngest?
Is that you?
That was me.
Out of
5
9?
out of 6.
Oh.
6. You know what? Might as well have been 9. I heard somebody once say to someone who was about to have their second child, if you have 2, you might as well have 10.
No.
That's how big the difference is from one child to 2.
You're outnumbered. You're outnumbered.
Oh, so you're saying you shouldn't do that?
No, you shouldn't. I think 2 is your max.
Shouldn't have 10 kids? Okay. I'm going to hold you to that.
This is my personal Annie Savage recommendation.
If you have 9 more children, I'm going to remind you of this.
Oh, I'm not. No, I'm done. I don't want any more.
Do you tell your daughter that every day?
Yeah. I say, this is your fault. No, she's great. This is going to live on forever.
That's right.
She'll hear it. Sorry, Millie. I love you.
Well, we'll see. Maybe this will be the first podcast introduced into a therapy session. Also returning, also red-haired, my pal from No You Shut Up, the brilliant Colleen Smith. Colleen, hello.
Hello.
For some reason, as soon as I said your name, I thought I said it wrong. Isn't that weird? It's not a complicated name, and not a name I've just learned. I had a weird panic attack.
I have that sometimes. There was someone.
Do you know why it is? Shut up.
Okay.
Here's why it is. Because you cut your hair. Because you have bangs now.
Yeah, I'm a totally different person.
And I'm still adjusting to that. It's like almost like, did I say this person's name right? This new person.
She might be different.
Maybe her name is different. She got a name cut.
Yep.
Colleen, how have you been since haircut times?
Good. The haircut was a little traumatic. I did it myself.
Oh, it looks good though.
Thank you.
It doesn't look homemade.
The first day of it I pulled my hair down, cut it, and it boinged up, and I was like, oh no, and I looked like, when you have a wig on,
Yep.
Lots of people who listen to this have wigs constantly, but it starts to ride back, especially if you have a larger head, so the bangs are like, and there's just that feeling of like, oh no, and then I was like, oh, and I blow dry them and like flat iron them, and then I just was like, you're gonna look like you're in Def Leppard for like a couple weeks. And I just put a lot of eyeliner on, and I was like, just so everyone knows I'm a girl, because I feel like bangs and my eyes, because they're like just like brown like little kid eyes, it makes me look like a 12-year-old boy. Like if I pull my hair back, you would see it. I look like a 12-year-old boy.
Because you have, as you put it, brown little kid eyes.
Yeah, don't you notice like blue eyes on little kids? They look like a little bit more alert and adult. But I have, as my brother would say, I have dead eyes like adult eyes.
I see where this is coming from now. Your brother and his love of the movie Jaws.
Anyway, they're growing out. It's getting better.
Do you feel good about it now?
I feel better about it now. I'll be happier when they're a little bit longer.
Haircuts can really fuck you up. Isn't that insane? Yeah. It makes me feel so dumb. But if I get a bad haircut, like I gotta,
you just gotta wait it out.
I gotta wait it out. Guess I can wear hats all over the place. Grown man. Well, Colleen, it's great to have you back in any incarnation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I'm gonna look at the person next to you.
Okay.
Doing it. making her debut
Oh my God.
on Spontaneanation, old buddy of mine from Mr. Showtimes. How about it? A long time ago. But everything old is new again. As of this recording, Mr. Show, the new version of it with Bob and David is on Netflix. You can go binge it all if you haven't already. Or don't do it. It's your life. Always like to reassure the listener they are in control. Anyway, she is hilarious and her name goes like this. Stephanie Courtney.
That's right. Thank you.
Stephanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here. I hadn't seen you in quite a long time.
Yeah.
And then saw you on the With Bob and David set.
Yes.
And then got to do improv with you for the first time. I don't think we ever really gotten to perform before.
No, I would just watch you and laugh hysterically, and every once in no, I don't think so.
I don't think we ever got to be on stage together.
No, except maybe brush past each other during the Mr. Show tapings 100 years ago.
I thought you were going to say The Fresh Prince when we were on The Fresh Prince that time. Guys, if you want to have some fun, a little trip down memory lane, go look up my episode of The Fresh Prince with me and Stephanie. It's pretty good.
Let me get the Polaroids from wardrobe.
Oh my God, you still have them?
Yes.
Look at that outfit.
We really clowned around.
We really clowned around. Stephanie, I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
We got to finally perform together on the Crazy Uncle Joe show with
Yes.
Colleen and our friend Ted Michaels and numerous other hilarious people.
Roy Jenkins, Jordan Black, Brian Palermo. Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock.
You promote that at the
Grounding.
end, Stephanie.
What? I'm just, these are just words that are popping at my head.
Jeez.
Colleen's my caretaker. She wheels me everywhere.
Well, while you take another one of your pills, let me explain to the listener how this is all going to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, we tell our story based on a location provided to us by our guest. Ben has given us a location, and we're about to tell our story. Let me tell you this. During our story, to aid our storytelling, we use sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say we're going to cut to a scene that is happening concurrent to the scene we're already in. Like we're in a room, and then outside that room, some people are talking. You're going to hear this cut to sound effect. Oh, welcome back to this goddamn tablet that I hated so much. All right, quick backstory, guys. We've been using these Android tablets. That was the beginning. The first, a few dozen episodes of the show, we used these Android tablets. And then, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And then this one particular cut to button would never work for me on the first try. And I'd be there like a chicken at the county fair who's doing math, pecking again and again at this dumb, not even virtual button on this stupid screen. Feeling like a goddamn fool as there's just this silence, just dead air happening. So then engineer Ryan, the brilliant engineer Ryan, built us a physical sound board with 3 big fist... Eban... musically narrating this like it's fairy tale theater. So, problem solved. Then, last week, we're doing our episode, and the soundboard shorts out. We have 5 minutes left in the episode, and then there's this terrifying sound, this crackling sound. And it shorted out the soundboard. We had to finish the episode in the other studio without any sound effects, and then come in this week. Turns out that goddamn soundboard also shorted out our sound effects board. So that thing's over there in a corner. It's all sad. I walk in, I see these 2 stupid tablets. Now I'm trying to explain the sound effects, and it happens all over again. Deja goddamn vu. Anyway, cut to. Sounds like that. Let's say we want to go backwards in time. Someone's having a memory, or we're learning how something came to be. You're going to hear this flashback sound effect. First time, every time. Let's say we want to return from the flashback into the present day, or we want to go into the mysterious future. You'll hear this flash forward sound effect. What do you think about that one, Steph?
Well, I'm from Hollywood, and I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. I feel safe.
Good. That's how I want you to feel.
Good.
Look at this. Pressing it. Nothing. Nothing. You try. Yeah.
Ours works.
Works for Colleen. There we go. I got to hit it in just the right spot, which doesn't make any sense because it's not real. It's a picture. Ugh. My rage knows no bounds. All right. Now we have our location from Mr. Ben Garant. Is everybody ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Our location, provided by Ben Garant, is a dinner theater. A dinner theater. What else was it going to be? A dinner theater. We take you now to a dinner theater.
What did he say?
He said, I wanna drink your blood.
What?
I wanna drink your blood, he said.
Well, you want a Bloody Mary? They don't have.
No, you're
what?
asking me what he said. I'm trying to tell you what he said. He said, I want to drink your blood.
Oh.
He's Frankenstein or whatever.
Well, that's not polite.
I'm sorry, I'm your server, and I just want to let you know we're down to the 2 last pieces of roast beef.
Oh.
We're now in the middle of Act 2, so they're starting to get cool.
Can I lodge a complaint? I thought it was all you can eat. We came in because it was all you can eat. And now
Yeah,
it's
we
not.
can eat more than 2 more pieces of roast beef.
Yeah.
You can have
As I think we've proven.
Yeah.
you can have as much steamed potatoes as you want. That is
Oh, I can
bottomless.
steam a potato at home.
We came to this theater to eat exotic foods and admittedly large quantities of roast beef. Roast beef is a staple of our diet. But we heard their potatoes were going to be prepared in ways that we couldn't do at home.
We put chives. We put chives on them.
Well, I stand corrected.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I've never seen a chive in the grocery store, but I never go into the produce section of a grocery store because I find it intimidating.
It's very intimidating.
Yes.
My wife is easily intimidated.
I feel very judged by the grocers.
Well, Dracula's a pretty scary production.
Oh, Dracula. That's who he is.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, all right.
Now the blood thing makes sense.
Now, what's that one guy on stage eating? Do we get any of that?
It is it's a gummy rat,
Ooh.
and it's our prop, and it's a gummy rat filled with blood. I'm just telling.
With real blood? Prop rat filled with real blood?
with his own blood because
Oh.
other blood might be dangerous. But guys,
Oh, they're doing something up there.
Yeah, that's right. Using my thrall.
Line.
Oh my!
are we gonna? Are we
Denise,
both?
are you
'Cause
what?
I have the script.
What?
I have the script.
Hey, y'all, get it together. I'm trying to be creepy up here.
Oh my eternal soul.
Oh, my eternal soul.
Yeah, look out. Prince of Darkness will consume you, and you'll be my queen of Transylvania.
Oh, no.
Okay, you said, oh no.
Oh, it's your turn.
I know.
Yeah, it's my turn. You know what, Denise? You guys, come on. Guys, hold on a second. Denise,
I'm listening.
I am script supervisor.
Yeah, well, I'm prop supervisor. And
Okay,
I'm
what-
going to tell you that leaves me a lot of free time.
Well, okay, well then good. Use your free time to like get a tan or knit a sweater. But I am script supervisor. I'm in charge of script. You're in charge of props. Why don't you go make love to your gummy rat or whatever?
Oh my God, how dare you? That was my invention.
Michelle, what are they talking about? There's the 2 main people up there just standing around, and I hear whispering. Can you make any heads or tails out of this?
Well, let me turn my hearing aid up. All right,
Yeah,
here
turn
we
it.
go.
Yeah, turn
Here
it
we
up.
go.
Because I can hear you just fine. By the way,
Okay. Am I screaming again?
you're screaming a little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll get quieter. Okay. Oh, this is drama I can bite into. It turns out one of them is a script supervisor, and one of them is a prop supervisor, and one of them's jumping on the other one's job.
Big news, y'all. We're going to read the parts cast list. That part's being passed out now.
Oh,
Now, look, hey, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Now, look, I trusted you to make this announcement.
I wrote it down on index card, and then I left the index card where they keep the potatoes with the chives on them. Because
that's gone.
oh, it's
Yeah,
good.
that's
It's good. They are good. They are
Every
good
once in a while, your
potatoes.
tooth hits a chive, and it just surprises you.
I lost that part of my tongue that can taste chive, so I don't taste it.
Oh no.
But you can feel it when it hits your tooth.
I can feel it when it hits my tooth.
Yeah.
I can.
I call that chive tooth.
Yeah.
You should copyright that.
Maybe I should. I'm going to mail it to myself. Speaking of mailing things to myself, y'all, I'm proud of this here script. Now, look,
It's real heavy.
it's real. Look, I know, in every single way.
Oh, spiritually too.
That's right. Now, look, Maylene, I want you to play the role of Mina Harker, okay?
Oh my God.
She's like just an innocent young girl. She fall under Dracula's thrall.
That's
We're
my
all
life.
we're all the same age. We're all the same age.
Okay, I'm talking about the role. I'm not talking about. Now look, forgive me, I forgot your name.
It's Buline.
Buline. I know we had a conversation about this, and I know that you felt like you really belong on the stage.
Yes, I do. I bought a nightgown so that wardrobe doesn't have to even worry about that
I mean that's
for my costume.
right, but presumably, everybody's got like sleeping clothes at home, so that's not that impressive of a gesture.
Tell that to Ross.
Ross Everlin?
That's no. Ross dressed for less. Yes. I thought you said Ross Everlin. I thought you said Ross Everlin.
No, listen.
The high school gym
I
coach.
want y'all to promise me, if you see Ross Everlin walk through them doors, you're going to say, you are not welcome here, Ross Everlin.
Not welcome here, Ross Everlin.
Okay, you know why I come here?
I'm practicing.
He is steeped in scandal over
He
at
is.
that high school.
He's like a teabag of scandal.
He's what?
Well, he's
Because like
he's steeped
yeah, you
in
steep a
scandal.
tea bag.
I tried to continue the metaphor, but I'm sorry.
No, it's real good.
That was good. I didn't get it, but it was good.
Thank you.
Look at how happy you are knowing the part you got.
I know, isn't it great?
Buline.
Yeah, Beulah.
It's sometimes you have a dream.
What? You're making some noises.
Sometimes you have a dream and you really wish it would.
Sometimes you have a dream and
You really wish it would just come true.
you really wish it will come true.
Because if I have to watch over the props another day,
Because if I have to watch over the props another day.
it just would kill my soul.
Can I just say something real quick?
Sure.
I have been referring to Beuline as Denise, and I'm not going to stop.
Wait, I thought you was Denise.
No, I am Trisha.
Trisha.
Well, you got the big hair. You both have the same big hairdo.
Yeah.
Even though you cut
Also,
your bangs.
we're identical twins.
Oh, that's what it is.
Now, why are you calling your own identical twin sister by the wrong name? Or is she making up a name?
No. Her name is Beuline. I had a night terror when I was a child, or Beuline was actually strangling me. But I decided to say that Beuline had an alternate personality named Denise.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I'm the only one in our family. We must have had a night terror, y'all.
Girls, what? What was that? Get off of her. Get off of your sister.
She was choking herself, and I was helping her.
Beuline was choking me, but I think it was her alternate personality, Denise, that I will refer to her.
Am I talking to Beuline or am I talking to Denise?
You're talking to Buline, and I'm saying that it was an accident. She wrapped her hands around her throat, and she went to town.
All right, then. I am inclined to trust you, girls. Now get back on the top bunk, both of you.
We both sleep on the top bunk because the bottom bunk is too dangerous.
It's too dangerous. That's where people get strangulated.
Yeah.
All right.
All right?
Good idea.
I do not want to call your father in here.
The ghost can't reach us on the top bunk.
No, that's
There
right.
you go. Good night.
All right, so you kind of hold a night terror grudge against your
I
sister,
do.
Buline.
But you know what? To just make things clear, I'll just call her Beuline from now on.
All right, well, I appreciate that. It would make things run a lot smoother.
But I actually predict in the future at some point we will be standing off the side of the stage and I will call her Denise.
Understood.
So I also predict that I will break my promise to you all in the future.
Well, Trisha, that sounds less like a prediction than you just gonna do what you want to do.
Thank you.
Buline, don't put me in the middle. All right, y'all. We open this 4-hour production of Dracula Dinner Theater tomorrow. Oh. Y'all gonna be off book?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
probably.
Maylene, you promise you gonna be off book?
I'll look at it.
Look, you gotta do more than look at it.
Y'all.
I'll bet I can get it.
I know that I'm playing the 3 trashy ladies.
That's right.
And the other female characters in the play.
That's right. The old lady, you playing Dracula's housekeeper.
I'm playing Dracula's housekeeper. I'm playing the slutty one, Lucy.
The slutty. Yeah.
That's right.
And then the slutty 3 ladies. But I will also be script supervisor.
Oh,
and
that's
I will
great.
stand off stage and I will help you with your line.
Oh, I'm sure I won't need it. Thank you.
You will.
Seems kind of a waste of having her play 8 parts when I'm here and I've got a split personality. I could take over at least 2 to 4.
Buline, I really need you to be on top of them props. But I tell you what, I was planning on playing I'm playing Dracula and Renfield.
We gonna use mirrors again?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. And I'm going to need a hand mirror for some of this stuff too.
That's good.
Also, I do need someone to play Van Helsing. Now, would you be up to that? This is Dracula's nemesis. Wait, what you doing? Some Robert Durst stuff?
I see black. I see black.
Buline, you got
not ready.
Keep it together, Buline.
Not ready.
Buline, you terrified
She's
me
Denise
right now.
now.
Is this part of it? What's happening?
I don't know.
They're whispering to each other, and then the other 2 people are just standing there waiting to see what's going to happen.
Oh well, I think they're gonna kick it up now. I think they've settled their differences.
Hope so.
No,
Laugh.
my life is in danger. Help me.
Ain't nobody gonna help you. You are the victim of Dracula. And there's only one man in this world got the guts enough to try to stop me, and he ain't around for miles.
Oh, really? I'm Van Helsing. Get a load of these nunchucks.
Ow! My eye!
Buline,
Let me fix my cravat.
Buline, your beard's coming loose.
Shit.
Fix your goatee.
She can't even fix it.
I knew I'd screw it up.
Right, Van Helsing, that's right. You better press on your chin in terror.
Listen, I've battled many vampires. The only price I pay is my face falls off. That's how tough I am.
Help me. Save me from this evil man.
All right, well, 4, 3, 2. Right arm, pull back. 1, 2, go to the left.
Try to be quiet.
And pick you the goddamn girl.
Buline, try to just like do that silently in your head.
Oh, you hearing me? Oh, you hearing me?
I'm hearing you, yeah.
Is it Denise? I think it's Denise. You know, Denise.
Hi.
Just try to. Shh.
It feels so good to be myself. Is that roast beef?
Oh, that's where the roast beef went to.
Oh, man, you smell that?
I do. It smells so
I
good.
smell them chives up here. It's driving me crazy, y'all.
2 paths diverge in a yellow wood.
What?
Oh no.
One path, I went. Nice scenery. Thank you.
Y'all, the local review is in.
Oh, what'd they say?
I will read it aloud.
Before you do, let me predict what they're going to say.
Okay.
They're going to say, Dinner Theater Dracula gonna run forever.
Oh, I love it.
Right?
I'm gonna quit my job.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
This production of Dracula.
That's us.
That's right.
Done at the all-you-can-eat buffet was what one audience member called
Here we go.
an abortion of taste. Not only was there not enough prime rib to this reviewer's liking. Wait, hold on. I gave pause because maybe the other half of the sentence is good.
It's gotta be.
Not only was there not enough prime rib to this reviewer's liking, but also at some point they got entirely off topic and just read Robert Frost's poems. You know what? I'm not gonna finish this because this is.
That's not even a complaint, though. That's just like a statement.
Well, that said the lady who talked about woods in a Yellowwood Roads thing.
Well, that was my alternate personality. I don't take responsibility for that at all.
Buline, you wasn't even doing a Denise voice when you read that poem.
Guys,
You panicked up there. You choked.
I was juggling lots of balls. My chin was falling off. I was being a man. I was looking at that roast beef. I was trying to get it before the fat congealed on it because we were really late in the evening, and I'm sorry.
Go. Hey.
We are here with Robert Frost, noted poet and author. Robert, 2 roads diverge in a yellow wood, and you took the road less traveled by. Telling us, how did you come up with this concept and your prose?
I had read the story of Dracula by Bram Stoker. And
Interesting.
I thought, I am like that Dracula who could have chosen not to drink blood, but he chose to do it, and he must have reflected on his life at some point. I like to write my own fan fiction when I read a book that I enjoy.
Now, Robert, you asked me at the
I've
beginning.
written many Dracula poems.
At the beginning of this interview, you asked me to remind you to breathe, so just don't forget.
Yes, did I go in or out in the last sentence? Did I ever go back in? I seem to just be going out and nothing is coming back in.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Frost has just passed away.
You know what, y'all?
What?
That review? Mm-hmm. That review's right. Listen, we gotta accept criticism in all its forms. Now, I think there's one thing that review suggests, which is maybe none of us should be in the theater at all. But I feel like what I'm getting out of it, we got to double down on this production of Dracula Dinner Theater. We got to make it longer than it was. And I think, y'all, we got to make it a musical.
Guys, meet Van Helsing, because that's what y'all calling me from now on.
I'm going to go home, write up a bunch of songs.
Okay.
You going to learn them.
Okay.
And then tomorrow night, we reopen with a 6-hour musical Dracula Dinner Theater. Hip, hip, hooray! Oh, boy. These guys, I don't know about them. We'll find out what happens with their new production when Spontaneanation returns. Guys, guess what? It's holiday times now, and we've stocked up on the Earwolf store with lots of stuff to wear, hang, or give this holiday season. Wear means clothes. Hanging means, I guess, it's artwork for your walls, things like that, or ornaments for the tree. I don't even fucking know. I guess find out by going to the store. This ad has already been derailed. Each sale supports Spontaneanation, and it helps us employ Nick. Nick, who is he? He's an enigma wrapped in a riddle in a storeroom shipping shit to you. He is a guy who has to put everything in a box or an envelope and send it to you. And why does he do this? It's so you can be extra festive this holiday season. And if you dare, all the year round. Support Earwolf by visiting earwolf.com. Click shop. I'm putting on a pathetic voice so you'll do it. Please support Earwolf by visiting earwolf.com. Click shop and get 10% off with the code HOLIDAY through December 11th. That code is a word. HOLIDAY. Put it in all caps so it feels more like a code. All right? There. Good. I'm glad. No, you hang up first. All right, y'all. How's the house look out there?
It is full of people
That's some
eating their
good.
buffet.
You're doing your spooky exercises. All right.
They got extra roast beef, too. They can't run out tonight.
Guys, the show is going to go
This is going to be a win.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Red, little, yellow.
Lee Harvey. All right. My vocal exercise. It's got all the important actor sounds in it.
Seashells.
That has every consonant.
Seashells, everybody.
Seashells has every consonant.
Seashells.
Yeah.
Seashells.
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 I hope they's out there ready for a good show.
Now, can you assure us that you have enough roast beef this time?
Sir, I'm glad you asked me that question. We have so much roast beef that the Beef Council called us and said, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Is that some sort of euphemism, or what is it? What do they call it when people? Everyone hates it now when they say best and most.
Irony?
No, hyperbole. Is that hyperbole?
Is that
or truth?
hyperbole, miss?
It's a literal. We have a freezer full of hot roast beef.
Excuse
A
me.
freezer full of hot roast
We
beef.
ran out of
Excuse me.
storage, yes.
Yes.
I just, I'm the manager of this restaurant. And I
oh,
just wanted to
hello.
say thank you.
Hello. I beg your pardon. Hello, sir. Hello.
Clear the floor.
Well, thank you.
Your Honor, we're so pleased to be in your
Thank
company.
you, Your Excellency, for
Yes.
talking to
Well,
us.
Your Honor is the correct usage.
I apologize.
You should.
I have.
And taken. I just wanted to say that I am a fan of your article, your food critic and review of shows.
Oh
article.
no, you recognized me. I try to
I
keep
do.
it.
You know my wife is the food critic article person?
Yes, and we're honored to have you here. We just wanted you to know that we have lots of roast beef,
I'm sorry, I love your work.
and your server will take really good care of you. They've re-upped the Dracula, and I think you're gonna really enjoy it.
Well, that's what we came back for.
Yes, we heard there was a Dracula re-up, and we said, well, we have to see this for ourselves.
Yeah.
So thank you for giving us a second chance, and the roast beef is on the house.
Well.
Thank you. Thank
I'll
you,
include it in
Honor.
your buffet price.
The musicians are being seated.
I don't know how I got roped into this. Do you know how I play this trombone?
I think.
I'm in charge of the triangle, so I don't know.
It's got 2 holes. You pick one, you blow.
Yeah, and just hit tippity tap and them top tangs.
On the trombone?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you pull it and you push it and you push it and you pull it.
Oh,
Girl, you're
sounds like your
nasty.
date last night.
Stop, yeah.
We're a pretty sassy orchestra, y'all. Anyway,
Best friends group.
what's that?
We're the best friends group.
Yep.
We're best friends, and we go and we play music, and they give us the instruments.
You know, when you keep talking about it like that, it just makes it like hard.
Guys, I found a Jamaican cop whistle. I'm going to use it.
A what?
Jamaican cop whistle.
What's that? Why is it a Jamaican cough whistle?
Because it really adds life to a song.
I agree.
Oh man, somebody asked me about this show tonight, and I said, "Oh y'all, them girls gonna get up with some trouble in an orchestra pit tonight."
Let's just hope there's no reviewer out there.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that, but someone would evaluate our work. I guess we really got to get serious.
Don't
about
let it
this,
crimp you
right?
up. Don't let it crimp you up.
So long as they've got chives and roast beef, I don't think anybody's going to be paying attention to us.
Yeah, well,
That's true.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Y'all, it's the opening number.
Oh, here it comes. All right. Oh, they coming out on the stage. We got to get ready to play this music, y'all.
It was a dark and stormy night. It was a dark and stormy night.
It was a dark and stormy night. It was a dark and stormy night.
It was a dark and stormy night all around the town.
All around the town, it was a dark and stormy night.
There is a legend of a man. He lives in a tower high upon a mountain top.
He drinks the blood of the people all around.
And that's gross, y'all. And he's 100,000, 200 million, 80 million, trillion, Google, years old. He's really
It was a dark and stormy night.
Enjoy your roast beef.
Oh, look out, y'all. I'm just eating some bugs. Who am I? Oh, my name's Renfield. But hark, my dark master approaches from his tower.
Move the mirror. Move the mirror. Move the mirror.
Get your tie on. That's okay. Just wait for that opening again.
I missed it.
Wait for it again.
Wait for it to come around.
They vamp.
What are they doing down there?
They're just vamping, man.
I guess we just keep vamping. Like, I don't know. He's just standing there like a deer in the headlights.
Just maybe point at him and be like, just let's go.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to my hands are kind of full of trombone. Can you?
Okay. And go.
Dracula, I'm Dracula. I've come to drink all the blood in your neck. Dracula, I'm Dracula. I'm an acquired taste like Beck. I don't like necks. I don't like blood. That's a lie. I love blood and I love every neck. I aspire. I'm Dracula. I'm Dracula. And I'm going to drink your blood.
What if there was a neck that was really gross? What if there was a neck that was really smelly? What if there was a neck that you were afraid of?
I fear no necks. I fear no necks. I will tell you. I am not afraid of any necks.
What if there was blood that was full of HIV? What if there was blood that was full of a disease? What would you do then, Dracula?
That's a good question. We have to be safe. If there's one message I can impart to all of you in this theater this evening is be safe. Know your partners. Get a screening done. It's modern times. Okay, I don't understand. There's like a weird message about screening your sexual partners? Where'd that come from?
I think it's very topical. You can't have the thing where the most of the thing is about blood and you not reference HIV and AIDS.
I mean, I guess I never thought about that with the Dracula story, but there is a lot of blood that's mentioned.
Yeah, I hope there's a hemophiliac joke somewhere in this.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I hope that does pop up at some point.
You guys, because you ate 5 pieces of roast beef, you get a free Hydrox.
Well, no, wait. We ate 5 pieces each. I think that calls for 2 Hydrox. Can we see the manager, please?
Oh, gosh. Guys.
May we see his honor?
Oh, here he goes. Let me bow
Hello.
backwards. and
Oh,
walk
Your
back.
Honor. Your Honor.
I'm
Hello.
back.
Hello. What a pleasure.
I was summoned.
Yes, well, we don't mean to disturb you, Your Honor. We just thought that since we ate 5 pieces of roast beef each, we were entitled to...
I'm so sorry. I was trying to follow the rules.
Each entitled... Well, we're talking... we were each entitled to 1 Hydrox each, if it pleases you.
I appreciate you doing your job.
Thank you.
You did the right thing.
Oh, God, thank you.
Under these circumstances, with me being such a fan and all, go ahead and grant them each 1.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you,
Your Honor.
my liege.
I promise we will eat all of these Hydrox, and we won't even complain that they're off-brand Oreos. By the way, why don't you guys buy the Oreos? Is it a cost-cutting measure? Or?
It's a branding issue.
It's a brand. Oh, I see. Sort of like, oh, that's why you have RC Cola as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you buy the rights to Dracula, though?
No, this has been adapted, so I'm pretty sure we don't have to do anything.
Oh, it's probably
legal.
so old it's public domain. I mean...
Probably.
I'm the legal department.
Not sure about that. What's that?
I'm the legal department.
She's the legal department.
here, and I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball.
Oh, you're saying this is a non-sanctioned, unauthorized adaptation of Dracula?
Patrice, you're fired.
Oh.
I am writing to you from the estate of Bram Stoker to say instantly cease and desist with your dinner theater.
Oh, gosh, what's this? Papers everywhere. I'm just going to throw it away. Let's see if this meat is all in the freezer. I'm just going to kick it in there and slam it.
Patrice, good job on the meat.
Did you notice that the meat was both hot and cold at the same time?
Yes, it was like it had been heated and then frozen.
Yeah, like cooked within an inch of its life and
Yeah.
then tossed into a freezer.
I'm going to put that in the review.
I wish you would.
Yes.
By the way, thanks for letting me do these little ride-alongs with you at work. I hope you don't mind.
Well, otherwise, I just look like a sad woman alone eating.
No, I know. And it's worth it because I get a night off from surgery. Lower your voice. Lower your voice.
Getting there.
He's not a castrato.
I'm getting there. I'm Van
There we
Helsing.
go.
It'd be
There we
dangerous
go.
if I did it fast. I'm Van Helsing. Long story short, I'm gonna kill Dracula.
I didn't get who you were. Will you say that again?
I'm fun. I'll sing. I'm fun. I'll sing. I'm fun.
Took longer this time for us to get lower.
Vampire killer.
Now I get it.
Who are you, by the way?
I am a local townsfolk whose whole family was wiped out by that evil Dracula.
Let me lie down on my stomach and put my head in my hand and hear about it.
This is what I call the ballad of my family. I am a Transylvanian, born and bred in this Eastern European town. My family did Transylvanian things, and no one wore a crown. But then a stranger came by, and no garlic nor cross could protect us. He ate all of my friends and family's necks 'cause they didn't have necklaces. Now I wander the countryside looking for someone to help me defeat my foe. And I believe that I've met him right now. So up to that castle we shall go.
'Cause we got garlic and crosses and garlic crosses steaks. Also a cloak.
Garlic crosses steaks and also a cloak.
Right foot, left foot,
Right foot, left foot.
grapevine to the left.
Grapevine to...
Hey, she's just like singing her stage directions.
I think so.
What's wrong with her? It's like she becomes another person.
I know, it's like, it's the personalities up there.
Oh, yeah, like that. It's
Stare real hard at the audience that's talking. Stare real hard at the audience that's walking to the back of the room to...
All right, now she's looking at us. This is making me very uncomfortable.
Well, but at least I finally know what upstage and downstage means.
Oh, yeah, I can never remember.
I was so happy when she literally explained if you go downstage, you'll fall down.
That's right. And if you go upstage, things are looking up.
And that other girl harmonized with her. It was great.
It was beautiful.
There's a reason they call a green room a green room. That's because the only kind of light bulbs they could use were green tinted light bulbs, the cheaper kind. Let's get the vampire now!
Look at these fools. They storming my castle. Don't they realize I'm Dracula, prince of the undead?
You sure are.
Thanks. Hey, thanks for co-signing, Lucy. Not Lucy, Mina.
Mina. They don't notice. It's good.
Hey, Dracula, you killed my whole family.
Oh, look at you, a townsfolk. You think I'm scared of you?
I think you're scared of him.
Oh, Van Helsing, the noted vampire killer.
My cloak matches the wallpaper. You didn't see
Ooh
me.
la la.
I snuck right up on you. Meet my friend Mr. Steak and my friend Mr. Garlic.
Oh, I'm gonna hiss at you, vampire style.
I'm so scared. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't be scared. Remember what you learned in school.
Hey, Van Helsing, you may have a steak and some garlic, but what good is that gonna do you against 3 slutty ladies?
Oh.
We're the slutty ladies of the play. And now we've come to play.
Usually we're on the ceiling or the floor, but not anymore.
Oh, we're the 3 slutty ladies.
We're the 3 slutty ladies.
The third one won't say a word 'cause she's too slutty.
Well, let me put down my steak and let me put down my shit and let's get into it. Shit runs with it. I'm excited to close this deal.
Don't worry, we can't get pregnant because our wombs are undead.
True.
And we're also got sharp teeth, but that doesn't mean we don't give killer head.
That's right, Van Helsing. You are powerless against these three slutty ladies. The very idea that they can't get pregnant, so it ain't gonna complicate your life none, is irresistible to you.
How dare you hold my steak and my garlic? I'll be right back.
All right.
Hi, ladies. I'm defenseless. Orgy scene. And everyone turns to the left. Everyone turns to the right. And I'm on the top, and then I'm...
All right. This is getting weird.
Yeah, do you think we could just, like, politely leave? Because Van Helsing is supposed to kill Dracula, and I don't think that's about to happen.
It doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon.
And we're only 2 hours in.
Yeah, and they promised this would be a 6-hour production?
Yeah, so I don't know what the next 4 hours
How
are going
about
to
this?
be.
I'll pretend to go to the bathroom and I'll go
Okay.
warm up the car.
Okay.
And you come out a couple minutes
Hi,
later.
where's he going? Where's he going?
Oh, he has to go to the bathroom.
I have to go to the bathroom like a person does.
You don't look like you have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I'm crossing my legs now. Well, I gotta get out of here to
All
go to
right.
the bathroom. It worked. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay, I'll get a tickle and cough and
You'll
have
get a
to-
tickle and a cough.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, I, Dracula, am unstoppable. Well, what's that, Renfield? You got something you'd like to say?
Let me get your cloak off. God.
Thank you. Ooh. Angle the mirror, angle the mirror.
Shoot, forgot about that.
I'm just a guy who eats bugs. Dracula's my friend, and I beat his rugs. I live in a castle all the year long, and this is Renfield's song.
Just stopping by to see how everything is. Is your husband at the buffet or?
No. Sorry, I had a tickle and I got so absorbed I got a little southern there for a second. No, my husband's in the bathroom.
Oh, all right. Everything okay with the?
Yeah. I think I might have to excuse myself just to. I've got a little tickle and I don't want to disturb.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. The air is really moist.
I have a disease which prevents me from absorbing moisture in my throat. So,
Sounds like a bummer.
yeah, it is.
Well, why don't you turn? We have 4 more hours of the show.
And I am looking forward to it.
All right.
Don't you worry.
I'll get you some extra chives.
Thank you.
Y'all,
Yeah.
I don't know. How long is this going to go on for? My arm's getting tired playing this trombone.
I haven't even heard the trombone yet. You haven't played a note.
I've been trying to get some noise out of this thing. It's hard.
I think you should try blowing out of that other end now.
Y'all.
You think what? You think that you blow into the
small?
small end?
I mean,
No.
I'm just, you know what? I know it. I know logic dictates you would blow into the big end.
Yeah, because I can fit my whole face in there.
Yeah, that it seems like a face hole, but I'm just saying maybe that's a mouth hole. I don't
All
know.
right, I'll try it the other way around, but I don't like my chances, y'all.
I found a Casio.
I've been noticing that there's been a lot of piano, and I didn't know where it was coming from, and I didn't shift my eyes over to look at you and notice you've been playing this whole time.
Guys, I'm good at it.
You're pretty good at it. It sounds real good.
You're not as good as me in the triangle, but you'll do.
You crushing it on that triangle, girl.
It is
I
true.
won't stop.
I'm trying to keep up. That's
I
all.
hope that we haven't, like, our conversation hasn't disrupted the play, because, you know.
I don't even
doubt
know
that
what
it
they're
has.
doing.
How could they? You know, these actors, they're so caught up in their own thing.
It's suspension of disbelief.
Hey, y'all, be quiet down there.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll
Play the music.
be quiet.
All right, here we go. Okay, y'all ready for the finale?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I can't believe. Oh yeah, hold on a second. It's too soon for the finale. We got another couple hours to go. Okay, now y'all ready for the finale?
Yeah.
Here we go.
That was a long 4 hours.
Hey y'all, I don't mind telling you, I'm exhausted.
Me too. I've sweat out a whole person.
Is this a dream? No, it's real, I guess.
It's all too real. All right, here we go. It's a climactic battle
Do it.
between Van Helsing and Dracula.
Hi, yo! Dracula! Get a load of this. My arm is attached to a stake in my fist. I'm raising it high. I'm plunging it low. Welcome to the afterlife. Here we go.
No! Van Helsing! Don't do it!
Too late, too late. Oh, maybe I should sing a hesitation song, though. Am I really gonna do it? Am I really gonna plunge? Maybe I can leave him alone and let him just expunge all of the secrets of the afterlife. Don't be ridiculous, kill him with a stick, just pretend it is a knife. Oh, what do I do? Oh, what am I gonna say? Oh, I decided to kill you dead.
And now I'm free of the spell.
Me too.
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 All right, I gotta scooch down into my dying position.
Okay.
Tilt the mirror.
Oh, shoot, I always forget that. My apology.
Did you want me to hold your head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess that your character probably wouldn't.
No, but they're not. Nobody's out there.
Y'all, let me do the timer now.
The entire audience is gone.
Chirp, chirp. Shouldn't have fired Patrice.
All right. Well, show must go on. All right. Let's really send them out. I mean, they're not here. We can't send anybody out and doing anything.
They'll know
But
in their
Sing
hearts.
it for ourselves.
We owe it to the play.
they're gonna be sorry they missed this. What kind of life has Dracula led? Ate so many bloods from so many necks, but now I am dead. I made a mistake.
So many mistakes.
I chose the wrong road.
You chose the wrong road.
If Dracula must die, at least y'all got showed. I die.
They's really going for it up there, y'all.
This turned out to be really great.
Yeah, I felt real sad when that Dracula character died.
I know, he was like a villain, but then at the end he felt bad, and I was like, oh man, that could be any one of us, right?
Yeah, any one of us could have. I could have been here. I could have been a supernatural creature sucking blood. Like if I just made different choices.
That's right, it's all about choices, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't want to get bludgeoned with or stabbed or whatever
You don't wanna
with
get
a
stabbed?
sticky-
No one
I
wants to
don't
get stabbed.
with a big wooden thing.
No, me neither.
To learn a lesson.
You know what I got from this though?
What?
I really don't like playing musical instruments, and I think I should stop.
This is not fun
Y'all,
anymore.
I hate it.
Oh!
Why is trombone so confusing? Except, you know what, y'all? You're real good on that Casio.
It's true.
Guys, I got an agent in the second act.
Gail, how'd you get an agent in the second act?
His car broke down. He came in to get out of the cold. He heard me play, hand me his card. I called him real quick when I said I went to the bathroom. I'm moving to New York. Whoa! I did not see that coming.
Gail.
I'm never gonna forget y'all.
What about your speech classes? Are you going to abandon them? You're doing so good.
Y'all, the speech classes worked. My accent is gone.
You're right. You already sound like a New Yorker. I barely understand you.
Y'all, the learning annex, I owe everything to. Well, get down. Y'all.
Bye, Gail. We love you.
I'm gonna send you postcards and shit.
And it all happened at a dinner theater. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our story. Annie Savage, where can people find you online?
Twitter, Annie_Savage, and my podcast with my husband.
Yeah. It's called The Baby's Asleep.
The baby is sleeping.
The Baby is Sleeping.
And its Twitter handle is Sleeping Baby Pod.
Now, are you going to get a lot of confused people who are like, I need a sleep pod for my baby?
Probably. I'm sure we will.
Here's what
but
I would
the other
think.
one was was taken, and I was in a hurry.
The baby is sleeping was already taken?
I think so. Yeah.
Do you think by a baby?
Probably. Some sleeping baby went on Twitter.
What does a sleeping baby even need Twitter for?
Babies love technology. They'll do anything.
They sure do.
Jerks.
Annie, is there anything else that you would like to promote? Anything coming up live? Anything like that?
We're in November?
We are.
Can I announce that I'll be in the December live show of Spontaneanation
Yes, you may.
at Largo?
It will
at the
be
Coronet?
Annie Savage, Hal Lublin, Janet Varney,
Oh.
and special guest Ron Funches.
I didn't even know that.
Now you know the rest.
Yay. I'm very
of the
excited about
story.
that
It's going to be a
one.
lot of fun. Tickets are on sale now. More on that later. Colleen!
Yeah.
Where can people find you on the places?
Okay, on Twitter, it's COLLEENSMI, so it's Colleen Smith without the TH.
That's right. Saving you some time.
Yeah. I also have a podcast that has pod in it. It's called, so if you want to follow it on Twitter, it's at myfirsttimepod.
Nice.
Or you can go to myfirsttimepodcast.net, because I looked it up. Because you questioned it. Somebody else has a podcast, but I don't know what it's about, and I didn't listen to anything.
But myfirsttimepodcast.com is already taken.
So you can also go there. It may be a delight. I didn't listen to anything.
It may be a delight. It may not be. The road less traveled.
Yeah.
Anything live that you would like to promote? A Crazy Uncle Joe show?
Stephanie's already promoted that.
Chomping at the bit.
I direct a show called Ma'am. It's an all-lady sketch show. And we have shows in November and December at... It's the worst name for a theater in the entire world. It's called the Oh My Ribs Theater. It's on Santa Monica.
cannot believe that exists, that place.
But it's,
Every time I see it, I can't believe it's happening.
But it's actually like a really nice theater. I guess Kevin Smith ran his podcast out of there. It's
It was the Smod Castle for a while.
So it's a nice theater, even though it's in that weird theater row that no
Yes.
one goes to. But it's an all-lady sketch show. It's usually about an hour long, and it's a lot of like Groundling Sunday Company alum type people, but it's just like fun lady sketch time. So I'll tweet about it a bunch if you follow me on Twitter. Just follow me on Twitter and then you'll know.
So sketches about lady time? Is that what I got from you?
It's sketches written by ladies.
About lady time.
And they're all involved period blood.
They all involved.
Except for the pregnancy
single-
sketches
That's
and
right.
the menopause sketches.
That's right. That's just to break it up.
We cycle of life at every show. But we somehow managed to keep it fresh.
Fresh and clean as a spring day.
Yeah.
All right. I apologize. Courtney! What would you like to tell the people? Where can people find you online?
Not many places.
Are you a regular Ben Garant?
I am. I'm a Garantite. But I do a show every week called The Crazy Uncle Joe Show that I already promoted, but why not do it again?
Exactly.
It's called The Crazy Uncle Joe Show. It's at the Groundlings, Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock. It's super duper fun.
It is. I can attest to that firsthand.
Oh my goodness. We have to get you in it, Madame.
Ooh.
Annie Savage. We gotta get you in there. We'd love to have you.
Thanks.
And every listener, please just
Please.
jump on the stage in a body pile and we'll all improv.
I see a world with no audience whatsoever. That's my dream. Eban Schletter on Twitter, ebanschletter.com. You can go there and you can get Eban Schletter's albums, and you should, because Eban Schletter is only the best.
Yep.
I would like to promote that show that we just talked about, Spontaneation Live, happening at Largo the Coronet Saturday, December 5th, with Annie and Janet Varney and Hal Lublin and special guest Ron Funches. Tickets are on sale at paulftompkins.com/live. If you like the show, rate it, review it at places where you rate and review things. Jump on the forums at Earwolf. You can discuss the show with other like-minded people. If you'd like to donate to the show to help keep the lights on here at Earwolf and to let people know that you like the show, please do so. And maybe you'll get a shout out. Do we have any of those? No, we sure don't. I'm going to stop encouraging people to do it because, frankly, it is hurting my feelings. You can follow me all the usual places at all the usual Twitter, screen names, whatever the fuck. Who cares? I am super punchy after doing this show.
Why? Why?
Well, you can see I had a banana that I was going to eat, and I never did.
It's true.
Next week, I'm going to be eating some bananas on mic. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting us. Thank you to engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Praesenti. Again, we'd like to thank Bombas for sponsoring this episode. Stop embarrassing yourself by holding on to those old, worn-out socks. Bombas are athletic leisure socks re-engineered to look better, feel better, and perform better. They are the most comfortable socks you'll ever wear. Made with long staple Pima cotton, which is super soft premium cotton with natural moisture wicking properties, and durable. Their ankle socks also feature a blister tab to protect your heels and keep your socks in place for ultimate comfort. And these socks are not only great to walk in, but also for running, golf, speed walking, lounging on the couch, whatever activity strikes your fancy. Sound good? Then go to bombas.com/PFT for 20% off any size order for first-time customers.
Hi, Earwolf listeners. I'm your cuckoo, Kulop Elisak.
And I'm your wee-wee, H. Michael Cray.
We host Who Charted. It's a show where we talk about what's on the new music, movies, and TV charts.
Then we interview a special guest and use charts to learn about their lives.
And it sounds like this.
It's based on the whale that inspired Moby Dick.
Ooh.
It was like a real whale called Mocha Dick.
No, it wasn't called Mocha Dick.
It was called Mocha Dick. It was named after like a Mocha Island in the South Pacific or something.
Oh, and not a coffee drink?
No. Yeah. It was Frappuccino Dick.
Listen to Who Charted today on earwolf.com.
Or your favorite podcast app.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Adam Sachs, Chris Bannon, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.